Meow and welcome to Morrowind Monday. It's been what feels like ages since the last episode, and before we jump into the action, I've got a few announcements for you. If you want to skip the announcements, check for the segments of the timeline in YouTube as I'm using chapters for my videos now. First of all, the reason why I didn't play Morrowind for so long, although it's always been clear that I will continue, I got completely confused. Yep. Even though I'd taken notes, I didn't know what to do next or where to go next and what we did and didn't do yet. Especially since some of my notes required me to get an item or a spell or increase a skill before we could actually continue on them. Like, remember the mission we got from Edwina in the Mages Guild? She wants us to go to Gnisis and check out the egg mine because a dwarven ruin had been found there. Oh, turns out that we needed a way to get someone to like us to obtain the key to that mine, and the Telvanni bug mask was not enough to get them to give us the key, so we needed to learn a spell for that. So what I needed was a way of keeping notes where I'm able to say, in order to do this, I first must do that. But of course that can be a prerequisite for more than one thing to do. Learning the charm spell also enabled us to help the pantsless guy in Gnisis, for example. So what I did during my time of absence was creating my own set of streaming tools, starting with a little to-do list tool where I can mark entries as dependent on each other, and it would show me a to-do list that only shows the entries which have no prior tasks left to do. Actually, if there is a prerequisite, it will show that instead of the item itself. Furthermore, I can actually show and hide the to-do list in the stream and the recording so we can take a look at the list together. Also, you'll be able to see me typing a new entry while I do so it won't be as boring while I'm taking notes. The second thing that has changed is the PC the game is running on. I now have a new work laptop, so I installed OpenMW, which is the open source version of Morrowind, or of the Morrowind engine that is, and all the mods onto it. Did some testing and turned out that it's way more powerful than the previous machines I tested. So I went and found a better texture replacer mod for the game, which will look nicer. We also now have a unique texture for each book, so we can actually read the title in the game, for example, instead of just the info pop-up. You will all see that later in the episode. The third new thing is that I decided to use cuts and time-lapses again. I did this in my first Let's Play and decided it was too much effort, actually, because in post-production it was a lot of work. So I tried to reduce on that by recording one episode during the stream, stopping the recording, and then just fiddling around to correct the sound and the image. So I decided to go back to the more work version, so I could go and strip out boring parts of the episode. Especially when I record for a while and I stop talking a lot and I just walk a long stretch. So these will be cut or time-lapsed now. And last but not least, I decided to revive Storytime, which was when I read out the books we had collected. I decided to pre-record them actually and put them at the end of each first episode of the month. So the first Storytime will be at the end of this episode, the next will be on February 7th. And with all of that out of the way, let's continue playing Morrowind. Here we go. I am standing here in Cedrith Mora, and I don't actually know what I did last. It has been a very long time, but I do remember that I now have a spell to make people like me. Here, Charisma Boost. I like Charisma Boost. 80 points for 3 seconds, nice. And I do remember that we had this guy who had lost his pants. I'm unsure if we had done this quest, if we had finished that quest the last time, but let's check it out because we also can do some more stuff in Gnisis. So, yeah, I had to, as I said, I already mentioned, I had to reinstall the game. Real quick, going to show you one issue that arises. This little mushroom here is there, which should not be there and blocks me going up there. But I'm going to do that another time. The Silt Strider guy is still standing down there. I think at some point I'm going to reset him off stream. So he stands up there again. But here is no pants guy. Yep. And I'm pretty sure I already did accept that quest on stream and just didn't fulfill it yet. There he is. Ahead. So I heard that you have a pair of pants that someone wants to have. Why do you want Hunter's pants? That Swit can put them on without help. Well, no matter. They are not yours, you know. It is really impolite to steal someone's pants, you know. This is something I should rest a little bit before trying this, because this increases the chance of the spell succeeding. Now, see, and thus it would be very, very good if you gave me those pants. If you wanted the pants that bad, why didn't you say so? Here, take them. It was a stupid joke anyways. See? That's why I wanted to have the charm spell in the first place. And I keep looking at the OBS window, which is on my left screen, for you, since the camera image is mirrored, for you on looking to the right all the time. And there we go. I have your pants. I brought you your pants back. You got my pants back. I wish I could stand up to Heinab like you did. Yeah, there you go. I don't have much to give you, but I've got some Heckalo. Here, take it. Well.
Mathera.
Now you can leave the water again. Okay, so we got the pants. And what else can we do? Let me check my notes. Ah, right. We can charm Darius for the key to the egg mine. That's one thing. We can check for more quests. Okay. Let us do the egg mine thing then. There we go. So Darius was in the barracks or in that fort? Let's see, the barracks. So we want the key to the egg mine, yes. Because in the egg mine that's Aurelius. Where is Darius? He's the commandant of the garrison. That doesn't help me much.
Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
Unless the commandant has his quarter right here. That's not, no, that's Dumbug.
What's this about?
No. It's one of you, perchance, called
Come on,
Darius.
I haven't got all day, you know. Come on, I haven't got all day, you know. Come on, I haven't got all day, you know.
They all say the same.
What's the...
Then let's check the fort. Hey, maybe you know where Darius is. Downstairs at the Medic Trade House. Thank you so much.
Do not waste my time.
Oh, you've already helped me a lot. So to the Medic Trade House, I think that's this building here. Yes.
Stay out of trouble and you won't get hurt.
Nope.
Let's get this over with.
Obviously not.
Sleigh?
Darius? Mr. Darius? I'm looking for...
Do you want
Not
some?
Mr. Darius. He also shook his head, so... do you know where Mr. Darius is, by chance? Oh, you look like you're
Come
important.
on, I haven't got all day, you know.
Okay, I'm going to make it quick.
Hurry up before I change my mind.
I need to wait again until then.
Let's get this over with quickly.
So I need to get into the egg mine. They're only letting me white. You're the boss. You're the boss of those who are only letting miners in. Did I, for some reason, mess up the save? We'll see. There is this guy in front of the egg mine. Maybe he has some answers. Let us charm him and then see if he has the key. But first, let's sleep a night in the temple to recharge our magicka.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
I thought it was outside of the city, to be honest. A trap chest. I don't think I have something to untrap chests with. I don't have a spell. I only have a spell for opening the lock, but not for like destroying the trap. Of course, you could try the telekinesis spell to open the chest from afar, but I think if the trap affects me directly, this won't change. Yeah, I only have lockpicks with me. Okay. Let's see. Or rather, let's you know what? Let's take a little note of this. So first of all, we have here a little. Let me just write this down. trapped chest on the road. Gnisis. Mock. There we go. And in order for that, I need to learn spell to remove traps or probe. There. And the trap chest is something I can only do when I have the thing to remove the traps. So there we go. I do remember that last time I also searched for that egg mine a long time, and it was pretty easy to find in the end. For some reason I thought it was outside of Gnisis, but it might be just within the city, within that little town thing. So let's get back inside and check the actual city of Gnisis, if we can find the egg mine. And the person, I know that there is someone standing in front of it who sent us to Darius, who said, well, it's on Darius's orders that the mine is closed, and I need his orders in order to get the key. So Captain Darius does not have the key. So let us ensure that we have our charisma boost activated. And do we have a potion of restore fatigue? Yes, we do. Because I don't want to wait 5 minutes to restore my fatigue.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Then I should first do this. Well, good sir, how about you tell me how I can get into the egg mine? I'm not supposed to let anyone in, but you're not so bad. 5 seconds ago you told us that we talk too much. Here, take the key, but don't tell Darius I gave it to you. Of course, he is the commander. Thank you for the key. So now we can actually do a little quick save and get into the mine. So we are here on Edwina Albert's quest or behalf in order to find the dwarven ruins that were found in the mine. And here's one thing that I want to show you. If
What
you
is
take a
it,
look
sir?
at this, I'm just talking to the people. If you see, this book now says Ledger, and it doesn't seem to say on the back, but this is like one of the texture replacers that I installed when I moved over into the new machine. Also, I think that the coins actually now look like proper coins with the new texture pack. Well, sir, you're in an egg mine, Outlander. Be careful. The Guama foragers and the warriors won't attack miners, but they attack intruders, and you smell like one. Yeah, that's okay. I'm actually looking for some Dwemer ruins. Do you maybe know something about them? I don't know. That's the Dunmer. It doesn't seem to know anything about those ruins, though. Oh, that's too sad. Let me real quick do a little click outside of the Morrowind window. And there we go. Off we go, heading deeper into the mines. So he was of no use, or help, that is. Let's see if we can find anything. So we've been warned that water. Danger. Danger, of course, does attract kitties. So the rumor is that water actually does discourage cats from going anywhere. Honestly, that's just what it is, a rumor. Let us check this danger out. So doesn't look so dangerous after all. It's just a little pond that you can swim in, dive. It's actually pretty nice, and it's warm. You know, it's actually nice heated pool. That's nice. But we're here for a mission, so we should not take a swim in the pool for too long. What's the danger here? It's a nice place. I learned this from a doggo. Gets your fur dry very quickly. Well, let us see about you then. Hello, sir. Do you have something to tell me about the dwarven? No. And he actually tells me exactly the same, so I'm not going to read that again. Is there something over here? No, there is not. Okay. Then we will be just heading off up here. Whoops. Getting stuck in the scenery. Yeah, that's one. I think in the original Morrowind you could get stuck on these. So I actually got used to walking around them. So I'm not an egg poacher. I'm not going to steal the eggs from the mine, honestly. And there's the lower mine. That's first. Excuse me. Let's first explore this level. We are solely here for the dwarven ruins. Rats. No. Let's use the cheaper fire bite. Yeah, 1 and 2. Here we go. There was some rats. There's another pool. I wonder if it's heated. Well, it does make for a good swimming pool. I mean, you can actually go back and forth. See? And there is a thing where you can swim around, so... They actually should... I think they actually should take an entrance fee to here. This makes for the only thing missing is a nice little waterfall you can get under. You know, have the water rain onto your fur. That would be very nice. But apart from that, let's do the doggy shake your fur thing again. Because I mean, it doesn't help with our clothing, but at least the fur is dry, right? Don't mind me. I'm just walking along. Hello, you little friends here. Okay. These actually look more like metal. I think the new texture pack isn't that good for this, I think. It looks more like a metal thing. I mean, it has this animation which makes it look a bit like organic, but no. Not to my liking. And there is, I guess, a guard. Oh, okay.
You're not supposed to be here. I'm gonna count to 10. And if you're still here when I'm done, you're gonna be in big trouble.
Goodbye then. Ooh, that guy was annoyed at least. Let's see if our charisma boost thing works on him. This is the button. Charisma boost. Nope. This means...
Hurry up before I change my mind.
Let's see. I guess he's supposed to attack us. That's
Your bones will be my dinner.
interesting. You're some kind of dog then. Did I miss the message? No, it didn't. That's the console. That is not what I wanted to open. Yay, my unarmored skill. Yeah, they are very strong. There's our fatigue. And of course we don't have anything to actually heal ourselves. Exclusive for startup. there's a second one of these. And I have contracted ash cancer. Of course I contracted ash cancer. All those STDs, you all get them here in the egg mine. Definitely. Well, since he did try to kill us, let me just pull this up here. We're entitled to all this stuff. And he is actually from the Legion. So I hope nobody notices that we killed him, but I'm still going to try and loot his stuff, so especially the expensive stuff. People, stay hydrated if you don't have something to drink right now. And go and fetch something. I'm going to be caught up here in checking what I want to take. 90 for 300. Wait, this looks good. See, I'm checking value to weight ratio basically. This also is. No, this is. I think we need money, do we? It's been a while. 451. Yes, so we do need to take everything off of him. Also, people, if you're underage, please leave this stream. This stream is 18 plus, or if you live in the country where you're of age at 21, you will see nudity here. Thank you very much. Well, virtual nudity of virtual characters, like this naked orc here. That was the button. This is where I came from, underground stream. I don't want to kill the queen, honestly. They do need that Flynn and his booze and a bedroll, and we can't rest here because enemies are nearby. If I get close to the queen, I guess I will be attacked. I actually don't want to do anything to the queen. I don't want to disturb the egg mining operation at all. So I'm going to save and get down here and see if I can rest down here. Yes, I can. Let me rest up and then... Oh, this is an ancient spirit. What does ash cancer actually do? It drains my personality. Yes, of course it does. It makes people not like me. Grumble. Well, anyway, we are healed up and we can do a fireball again against this spirit. I think the sword is actually more useful against him. And there he crumbled into it. This was Mansila Madvaptas. It's actually a named spirit. Interesting. Not just some kind of spirit. Okay, let's save and continue. Another swim. I guess this is him. I guess he drowned. Yeah, this is him. So he's just some kind of guy who drowned in here. Okay, this is the button I need to reduce over encumberness. So you have a Lugrov's axe, which... Lugrov's... Ah, that's... okay. This might actually be a quest item at some point, so I might want to hold on to that. Also, I do hear drums or something like that. I do hear some kind of drums underwater. And some kind of monster sound. This is very interesting. There is a... Okay, now this is interesting. Do I have water breathing? I only have water walking. Pure blight. I'm not blighted. Yes, I know it has been a long time since I played, so I need to check what actually has cure common disease. This is something I could do. Of course, I failed. I know that there was something about troubles with spells when not in water. So let me do this. There we go. Now I should actually... This is not a common disease. Okay. Swift swim could be interesting. So I'm going to... The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 27. The scripture of the word. First, all language is based on meat. Do not let the sophists fool you. Second, the third walking path explores hysteria without fear. The efforts of madmen are a society of itself, but only if they are written. The wise may substitute one law for another, even into incoherence, and still say he's working within a method. This is true of speech and extends to all scripture. Third, do not go to the realm of apology for absolution. Beyond articulation, there is no fault. The adjacent place, where the grabbers live, is the illusion of the vocal, or the middle realms of the thought, by which I mean the constructed. This is how I stole the certainty of the Chancellor of Exactitude, perfect to look upon from every angle. When you come out of the vocal, you can never be certain. Fourth, the truest body of work is made up of silence, as in the silence that results from no reference. By the word I mean the dead. Fifth, the first meaning is always hidden. Sixth, the realm of apology is perfection and impossible to attack. Thus the wise avoid it. Trinity in unity is the world and the word of action, the third walking path. Seventh, the sage who suppresses his best aphorism, cut off his hands, for he is a thief. Eighth, the clothes of the broken map are worn only by fools and heretics. The map is an exit for laziness. It is the dusty tongue, which is to say the given chart that most take as a story that is complete. No word is true until it is eaten. The ending of the words is Aum Sivi,